together. Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's up?
Oh my God, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on?
We got that new season.
Let me tell you, I'm not ready.
It's time to get it started again.
I don't think I'm ready. Just from the recap, from the previews, from what I've seen, it's a lot. It's a lot. You know, my life is really, I have a really calm, plain, boring life, like in real life, unless I'm actually doing something that I've placed myself in the position to be doing.
Right.
But subtract all that stuff, like my regular in real life, I don't think I'm gonna be able to handle I think it's gonna stress me out a little bit. In real life, I think it's gonna stress me. I think I'm gonna be off of social media. I think I'm gonna not be on YouTube. I'm gonna be in bed just stressed out.
Why?
I don't know. I think okay. I think what it's gonna do, I think it's gonna be triggers.
Oh. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be triggers for me because, I mean, not to get all into it, but because you ask why, I just just from episode 1, I've seen stuff that has made me feel some type of way, from the women, you know, point of view, I guess. And it's just like, I want to go through the screen already. Like, I want to be like,
yeah.
So,
yeah.
You know, and then a couple of the people look like some of the people that I know from previous seasons that didn't really sit well with me. And I'm just like, I feel like I'm reliving all that.
Yeah.
You
gotta let it play out, you know?
I know. I am.
Try to let it play out.
Yeah, so God, new season. Welcome back, Tyrone.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So, me too. Like,
I feel like a veteran. I feel like a veteran. I guess a panelist. You know.
You are.
Season under my belt.
Yeah,
you know?
I was getting ready to say, I don't think I would feel comfortable with doing a review without you at this point.
Oh.
Yeah. No, that's facts. Because I know last season in real life, and you guys can go back and watch. Those videos are saved on my channel, but the reviews that we did, you know, from last season, like, we had a lot of fun. And it's crazy because I feel like, because it was so close to home, like, these people, like, we can actually really see these people walking down the street or at the club, or like, it was so close to home. So I know for me, I was really reserved in some of the things that I might wanted to have said, or you know, just like doing the reviews, because I'm just like, what if I go out and like, he there or she there? It's gonna be awkward. So I really felt like that I was reserved in during the reviews for last season, but this season,
I feel you. I was just hoping that, you know, people would understand that we're just giving our opinion.
That's it.
You know, we're just giving our opinion based off of what we see. You know, we don't really know y'all. We're not trying to take it personal. Hope they're not trying to take it personal. And if there's anything that they want to talk about, I'm willing to have that conversation.
Exactly. Like, I'm the same way, because I know when people were watching us, you know, with the reviews, I know a lot of people, you know, didn't have a lot of nice things to say about me, but I say it again.
That's fine. I got over that. But I get it. I understand.
Yeah, me too. And then also too, it made me kind of reflect, like self-reflect, like, did I act like that? Did I say, like, let me go back and, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, they might not have shown the whole context of why I said what I said or why I did what I did. But at the end of the day, it still came out of my mouth. It still happened, whatever. So let me kind of go back and watch it and let me see. And maybe that's something that I can fix within myself that, you know, isn't cool. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, I see you looking at the comments. Let me put my glasses on.
Would you fix anything?
What do you mean, from when I was?
Yeah, I feel like in the context of the way you lived it, you probably felt strongly about How you reacted?
So I can honestly say they kind of made me seem like I was argumentative. I was kind of slightly combative. They made me seem like I always had like a slick tongue, or like I was like really I could be seemingly aggressive. Like that's how I kind of saw how they edited. And I'm just like, they literally got all those specific times where I was like, y'all out here, da, da, da. Like they got all those times and literally put each one on camera and for the audience to watch. And I'm just like, Dag, like what happened to the times when I was like boo-hoo crying and I had snot coming down because I was talking about, my past relationships and about me being bullied and about my domestic violence situations and why I felt like I was ready for love. And like, what about all those soft moments that I had? It's like they didn't show any of that really, and that was the thing. So, but would I have changed anything? Absolutely not. Because I feel like everything happens for a reason. The universe and God has placed me in this position, and whatever was supposed to be shown was supposed to be shown. And that's good, different, bad, indifferent, whatever the case may be. How it was supposed to play out was exactly how it was supposed to play out. Who am I to, say anything otherwise? I trust the process in everything I do. So, it's true. So, what about you?
I'm good. I'm good with it all. I feel like, I always say God didn't put me here to fail. You know what I mean? So it was, what's the word? Eventful. It was, some really good learning experiences, being able to have those tough conversations. It's been good.
Yeah.
We'll keep that short.
I mean,
and now we're in the MIAO.
I cannot believe. Can you believe we were season 4 and now we're on season 6?
I know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like that old school.
You feel like what?
I almost feel like that old school class, like
the OG.
Yeah. Like we've got a season after us,
Yeah.
So
yeah, that is true. So before we begin, from just what you've seen from episode 1, kind of recap it for me. Like what are your feelings about going into Miami? Like, how are you feeling? What were you feeling? Did you have any thoughts prior to it starting? Like were you like, oh, they in Miami, they about to be turned up because Miami a party city? Like what are your thoughts
I
on it?
honestly was wondering how they were gonna find Black professional men in Miami.
That's what they said about DC.
I was a worry of mine. I thought it was gonna be I don't know, a little more glitzy, I guess you could say that.
For Miami?
Yeah. But it's solid. You know what I mean? It's really, really solid. And I feel like that's the strategy that they wanted to go with. Let's have a bunch of people that's solid, so you don't have many of the different levels of personality types. You know what I mean? Like other seasons had. Like you had some really, really strong personalities, and everyone seems like they're even keel for the most part so far.
I'm gonna tell you.
I know you're still triggered. I know you're triggered, but I watched it again today, and it didn't seem as bad as the first time I watched it. It got better.
So I have a lot of things that I'm going to say to recap episode 1, because they kind of recap the season at the end of episode 1 or the season premiere, and they show like all these different clips. So I'm going to say how I feel about that. But I know with Miami, prior to me actually seeing episode 1, I was like, oh my God, they're going to be turned up. I was like, oh my God, it's going to be some beautiful people. I was like, they're going to be in bikinis all day. I was like, they're going to be showing Miami. Miami is like, I've had property in Miami. So I had a property right on Ocean Drive. So I just feel like I'm like back home. So I just was really, really excited. I didn't think it was going to be, I honestly thought that it might be kind of boring, to be honest with you. I was like,
what?
I don't know. I just feel like from the, I guess the drama, let me keep it 100, the drama aspect of it. I felt like it was going to be boring. Like it was just going to be kind of like a dating show, like a regular.
I felt like at least one of them would have known the other person already.
Or something to that, where it was a little bit of like something. But I didn't think from how from what I saw at the end, this season, we're going to talk about it. We're not going to get into it. I just wanted to ask you how you were feeling going into it.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
We was born ready. Go. Okay. All right. So I haven't done this in so long, so you're going to have to be patient with me. Okay. So I'm going to, because, I'm still kind of new. To, what you call it? StreamYard. Because you remember where I first started.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So I'm just getting my files together. My computer's like kind of tripping right now. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so we are now in Miami Beach, or Miami. What part exactly of Miami are they in? Or what?
I mean, it looked like maybe Brickell. Maybe.
I don't know, because it say Miami Beach. I mean, it could be like, I don't know, because they'll go all over Florida and take clips, but
you
know what I'm saying? Like they said that we were from DC, but shoot, 90% of our filming was done in Maryland. Keeping it 100. Honestly, was that the truth?
It was.
So, yeah,
it was like the headquarters.
Facts.
The headquarters was in Maryland.
Yeah, so of course I definitely want to show a picture of Tommy. I love Tommy. We got to throw him in there. How you feel about Tommy? You think
I like Tommy. I kind of get when you say triggered, when he does this thing where he doesn't look at his fingers, he's like, two of y'all. One of y'all not gonna make it tonight.
Oh my God. He's so dramatic. And I remember they were like, this is stressful. They were like, this is stressful. I'm like, in real life, they have no idea.
Yeah.
Anxiety. I think I got cool around like episode 5 or 6, where I was like getting comfortable with the cameras. I was like, okay, so I don't know.
I mean, honestly, I was like, night 1, I was like, I'm good. I gotta be at least top 90%, right?
You were not good, Tyro. You were not.
I mean, you kind of like your chances on night 1, right? I mean, I was a little bit nervous, but I secretly,
you were a lot nervous.
I was like, I think I'm good.
It was one time, remember I told you were sitting like over on the side and you just were like sitting there. I was like, what? And then you were like gritting on me. I was like, why are you looking at me?
It was a 14-hour day.
I know.
Maybe more.
I know.
Maybe more.
I was living my best life though, so.
Yeah, you was. You was popular as hell. Of course you was. Time probably went by fast for you.
Huh?
Time probably flew by for you.
It did. It did. I didn't want it to end. I was tired, but I was living my best life. Because I was like, I'm going to date all of them, and I'm going to date all of them in their face, and can't nobody say nothing. Anyway. All right. So, the very first one to enter into the scene is Samson. He is 48 years old. He is a life coach. He enters by saying that he will never pursue a woman that will not pursue him first, and he prefers brains over Botox.
So remember, I said I was going to be a little bit more optimistic.
and I said I'm gonna be more. We're switching roles
this season, so let me give it a shot. Maybe he's saying that he wants to ensure that the woman is really interested in him before he gives her a lot of his energy.
Yes. I need the old Tyrone back.
Yes.
I can't, Tyrone. Come on now. I'm gonna let you try again.
It sounded bad. It sounded bad, but I don't think he meant it that way.
Okay. Well, what I got from it is that he feels like he is the prize.
What?
And he feels like that. I don't know. I feel like he feels like I'm the shit. I ain't chasing after no woman. Look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me. Like, what? I'm gonna sit back, and if and then too, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste my time on a female that ain't really feeling me. No, she gonna have to know. I don't want to. I don't care if that's my wife over there. I am not gonna say nothing. If that's supposed to be my wife, she gonna say something to me. And then I'm gonna be like, oh, thank you, God, for bringing my wife to me. That's how I feel. So, Samson is a no.
Wow. I thought you would like him.
I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm just saying that as of right now, his very first impression when he got out of the car, that was the first thing he said. Now, moving forward, I don't know this man. That was the first thing he said, and that was the first thing I went on, and it was the first impression, and it was horrible. Okay. What? You gonna rat? I'm over here like this. What's up, shorty? You know what I'm saying? You want a drink? You know what I'm saying? What you drink, Corona? You want Hennessy on the rocks? He's like, no. Stop, Samson. Stop, Ty. Okay. No, he is not the prize. Okay. That's horrible. I can't believe he said that. That's crazy. I mean, is it me? It gotta be. Tyrone, you making me feel like I'm alone here.
No,
right now.
I mean, I see it. I see it a lot here. I see it. What do they call that here? Pick-me's. Not saying that that's what it is, but that's, maybe I can't speak for them, but the guys here, when they have that mindset, it's like they don't want to put in much work. All right.
I mean, you're right. He obviously doesn't want to put in that much work,
I didn't say that, Sabrina. I'm just saying.
I just feel like he's not willing to take chances. You know what I mean? Because I know me, and that's something that I had to get out of. I know when I see someone that I'm interested in, I go, and that was something I had to stop. I would go up to the guy and be like, hey, how are you? You look so handsome tonight. I would love to take you out on a date. I've done that. My 3 boyfriends ago, that's how I started dating them. I was like, I'd love to take you out on a date. And he actually let me take him, and I paid in real life.
I can see that. Maybe, fearful of being vulnerable, maybe subconsciously lacking that, that love as a child, and you don't really feel that confident in yourself, so you need to know what's up first before you move forward.
Maybe so. Insecurity, lack of confidence. Exactly.
Well, we could be overanalyzing it. You know what I mean? Maybe that's not the first thing he said. It's just the first thing they played.
But he said it.
Yeah, he sure enough said it.
He said it.
He sure enough said it. I don't know if I would say I'm not pursuing a woman unless she
pursues me first. But he said it with so much emphasis and so
Yeah.
much from his
Yeah.
chest, like
Yeah.
with security,
No. Yeah.
not
I,
with
I feel you.
insecurity. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
I
saying?
like her. I'm gonna go get her.
Right. Right. Exactly. Like tackle me down. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't know. That's just me. But we're not gonna keep talking about Samson.
Yeah.
I was just saying.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Anyway. All right. So next we have the lovely. I love her so much. I really do. I think she's so gorge. Her
Who's this?
complexion. She is the bomb.
Yeah.
I think she's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So I can't believe she's 46.
Yeah. I'm about to pull a Phil and say, yeah, she's definitely one of my top connections.
Moving forward, yeah.
No, I like her. I like her.
Oh, you know, I do too. No, I do too. No, I get it. I'm just because I'm
She,
sitting here, those are
yeah.
triggers for me. Those are triggers.
She reminds me of AP.
Yes. Yeah. I'm telling you, so many people from this season remind me of people from other seasons.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, she does remind me of AP. So April is 46 and she is a professional singer. She is mad gorgeous to me. She says that she knows what she brings to the table and she's not hard on the eyes to be 46 years old. And of course, when she walks in, her and Samson are first to meet. What were you about to say?
She did say she the ish, right? So she got that confidence.
Facts. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it because her at 46, I don't know. I just love that. I love like our sisters and our queens just coming up and looking all melanated and looking all confident and looking all, regal and, like I live for it and I'm here for it. And I'm here to see exactly like how her journey is going to go because for real, she and I, we're the same age. So I'm like, okay, sis, like what you going to bring to the table? You know what I'm saying? But she look good, girl. You look good, girl. Okay, anywho. So when she walks in, her and Samson are the first to meet. I know that she was actually feeling Samson. So real quick, how do you feel about their connection, Samson and April? Samson and April. I gotta get used to these.
I know. Yeah, I tried not to focus on connections just yet, right? It was like day one. You know what I mean? And you know how sometimes they try to, I don't want to say they try to trick you into thinking things, but I feel like they do try to lead you into developing a connection for certain people or for certain couples. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to believe it till I see it,
So you didn't feel like it was like an instant connection? Because, a lot of people actually said that about Walter and I when we first met with our scene because of the whole, they said we were trauma bonding or whatever. Because of that, people automatically from that very first episode was like, they're going to be together. Like you don't get that from them at all.
I think y'all was different because I think aesthetically y'all match as well. You know what I mean? Compared to like everyone else,
Really?
But, yeah.
Yeah.
It's early.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
It's early.
Yeah, that's how
she seems like she's got a good eye. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Yeah. Okay, so next we have Trinika. I think that's her name. Trinika, yes.
Yeah.
Trinika is 36 years old and she is a growth and innovation director. She says she is a whole vibe. She got the big breast, she got the small waist, she got the hips, and she got the booty. So any man that's looking for all that stuff, she got it. Okay. And of course she came in. She hold on.
Solid.
Let me put my notes
solid.
Down. What Tyrone?
Solid. She know what she looking for, I feel. You know what I mean? She's not afraid to let it be known. From what I remember, right? And
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Which part are you here for? I just asked a question. I just asked a question.
Well, they did, Tommy said he did want to get the lust part over with, right? Which is why they had the pool party first. It's like, all right, we saw the physical. Now that we got that out the way, let's see what's up.
I mean, it makes sense too because they were in Miami. That's what I meant to ask you. How did you feel about the season starting off with the pool party? Because I think for us, it was like episode 3, or it was like 3 or 4 weeks in before we even had the pool party.
Yeah. I didn't like it, but Tommy said, he wanted to get the physical out the way. Since he said that, I kind of agree with him. And it's in Miami, so you know what I mean? Like, when we're gonna just be waiting for them to show their bodies, might as well get it over with.
I never knew that's why that they used to do the pool parties. I just thought that was just something to do because it was fun for all of us to get together and to do. Like I never. Sometimes I'm like, green.
I loved the pool parties because people were gonna play their hands, right? They're gonna show their hands at the pool parties because they don't have a choice. Because all of your competition is all in the same place at the same time for the first time. So there's a lot of posturing. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of like I said, showing your hand. But I feel like at this point, they didn't have time to develop feelings for each other. So it was like everyone gets to start on an even playing field, as opposed to, for us in previous seasons, you had time to get numbers, have conversations, develop some feelings. You know what I mean? And then you get to go to the pool party and see all of the other people that your connection was having conversations and developing feelings for. So I think they got it a little easy. For real.
Yeah, I remember our pool party. I remember you actually said that to me too. So you remember that when you were on the grill? Season. Let me remove this picture. Remember when you were on the grill and I was like, hey, you've been over here cooking all by yourself. I was like, are you okay? He was like, I'm just watching.
I am. I was like, I get to sit in the damn tower and just watch everything. And I peeped a lot of stuff that day. So it was fun. It was good.
Yeah. I think that day you were too serious that day. Like you were taking it too serious that day. I felt like I wish you would have just had more fun that day.
Yeah, I could see that. I was also aware that they was bringing in new people too.
So did I. I
knew too. Yeah, I feel like other people knew that too, or heard rumors. So everyone was still, trying to, show interest, but like have an out, if that makes sense.
Not you. You cut all your cords that day. What's the new people coming in?
So Miami, huh?
Okay, so she actually comes in. She has broken her wrist, and it was because she said she fell down. You know what's so funny? And I was like, poor Tink Tink. I was like, she fell down, but her whole entrance walk, I was like, okay, pink dress. Yeah. She was looking amazing, but she had a Band-Aid on her knee.
She did.
Did you see the Band-Aid?
The left knee.
Yes.
I did peep that.
Like, poor Tink Tink. Yeah. And I saw the brace, but when I'm doing my live watch party, because you guys know that when the episode is actually shown on TV, I'm doing a live watch party on YouTube. So I don't get to catch everything, just like the toe sucking or whatever that you said. So, but anyway, Yeah, I thought that was so cute. I was like, oh my God. I was like, she really did fall down. I'm like, maybe her scar looked bad or something like that, and she just decided to cover it up. I was like, but she could have did away with the Band-Aid and like put a little bit of makeup on it or something. That's why I was like, oh, Tink Tink.
Yeah.
She hurt herself. So she comes in and she actually gets to meet April, and she gets to meet Samson. Let me ask you, so when you came into the mixer, and the people that were there, and you walked in, how did you feel walking into the mixer? Like your first thoughts, your first feelings, like when you first walked in, like, because I just want to kind of know. I'm kind of interested.
I felt it was like, all right, like I have no idea what's on the other side of this door, right? But let's get it. Like it could be 100 people, or it could be 2 people. And then for me, it was only 4 people in there. I said, all right. And then you walked in. And then it was like people just kept walking in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I was nervous. But I was like, I'm ready. Like, let's do this. So I had the same kind of feeling too.
Let's get it.
So I get it. Yeah, I was ready. Because, the whole vetting process and the waiting process for us to actually start, I was like, oh my God, like I'm waiting patiently for that day, like anticipating it.
Yeah.
So like, what am I going to wear? And I wonder how, So, but anyway. So we have Charisse that enters next.
Somebody said the Korean song.
You want to sing the Korean song, Tyrone?
No, but imagine if I nailed that, though. Imagine if you understood that. I would have been.
Yeah.
I would have been in there. It would have been a lock.
But let me explain something to you. And and everyone knows we are always transparent with each other. Like we keep it 100. Yeah. You were in there, Tyrone. I didn't know nothing you were saying. I couldn't understand shit. But I was like, hello. Hello. You were in there. So you definitely had my attention. Like you were one of my tops. I told Tommy that. But of course they never showed that part. But yeah, I didn't understand, but I was like, that's sexy.
Yeah. So at that point, I was like, okay, I think I'm doing good, for it to be the first 15 minutes,
Yeah. No, you were. You did do good. You did do good. So, and you had a lot of people that were interested in you that day from the stuff that I was hearing from the other women, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they kept saying, and the guy with the white sweater or white. Yeah. No. Yeah. It was like a white sweater. And you had like a button.
Cardigan or something like that.
Cardigan or yeah.
Like that. Yeah. Something close to that.
Yeah. So we have Miss Charisse, honey. Charisse is 43 and she is an esthetician, and she says she is a boss lady and sometimes it intimidates men. She says just because she is independent doesn't mean that she is a diva, or she is a diva. She says she is looking for someone who is supportive. What are your thoughts on Charisse?
I heard it again, and after hearing it again, it was like she just kept it simple. It was like, hey, like, I know, it sounded like she was saying, I know how it might come off. I think basically she was trying to say, like, I know I'm fine, and people think fine people have attitude, but I don't have an attitude. I just need, something simple, right? That's how, in my optimistic brain, to interpret that, right?
Yes.
But basically, it was given like I can't think of the word now, but when people know that they fine, and it's like people have told her that a lot, and she's a beautiful woman.
I was going to ask you how do you think she looks? Your opinion?
They're all solid. You know what I mean?
Let me call Tyrone. Let me call the old Tyrone.
Yeah, I don't have. I mean, shoot.
It's okay.
No, she cute.
She cute.
She's cute.
Okay,
She's cute, man. And I don't know what it is. It's just someone that you, and I don't want to say nothing bad. It's just like sometimes, you know how you see someone that's attractive, but you just won't approach them for some reason. And you just can't explain why. It's almost like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's like your spotty senses is telling you that it's probably won't end well.
So I asked you about physical. So just from
she good, she cool, she good.
So you said your spidey senses is telling you, like, if you were to meet her, like, this might not end well. Why do you say that? Like, do you get some type of
and everything that you want to say is everything that you want to say is, you know,
what energy do you get?
Feel. It's giving, like, I don't want to say volatile, but it kind of gives just, I don't want to say it.
Just say it.
Like, it gives like she gonna say something that's gonna piss you off, and then you're gonna be like, you
like
fine.
She might got a smart mouth or something like that.
Like, you fine, but like,
right,
I can walk away right now. You know?
Yeah. Like, she fine, but it's giving bitchy. No, because that's the first impression I got from her. I was like, she looked like she might be a little stank. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I see beautiful women all the time, and I'm like, she's gorgeous, and I don't see bitchy. I see she's gorgeous. She seems like she's approachable. She seems like she would be fun to hang out with. She seems like, you know what I'm saying? My first impression of her, I didn't get that. I got straight, I think she might be a bitch from her. Yeah, it was just that aura, the energy that she, you know, like, of course, when she got out of the car, I was like, oh, wow, she has a nice body. I was like, she's attractive, just from like the visuals that I had, you know, from the show or whatever. So
the visuals. The visuals.
Yeah, the first visuals from, you know, when she got out of the car. Okay, so moving along.
It's not pulling teeth. It's only been the first 30 minutes of season 1. We're gonna get there.
Facts. And see, that's the thing too. And that's the thing that I have to remember, is that I have to be mindful of my words, because I don't want to move too fast into the review and say, you know, but we gonna get there. We gonna get there.
Because we gotta get to more of it.
Right. Okay. So after Charisse walks in, we have Calvin that walks in. Calvin is a contract manager, and pretty much he's like, you know, you want the man that's this, and you want the man that's that, and then you want a man that's this. He said, well, I'm the man that's all that. Okay. So Calvin says that he is the full package. What did you think of Calvin when he first walked in?
Solid, like everybody. First walking in, first visuals, solid. Right. It's only when they start talking you get to develop, you know, opinions on them. And it's unfortunate, you know, that he had to go home. I hope everything is all right. But it's kind of like if he was going home without even being voted off, I feel like they almost could have saved us some time, so we don't have to, like, I don't know, develop a connection with someone that's not even going to be there.
Yeah, exactly. Because he did come in, you know, he came in, and I just was like, oh, okay. But and it's crazy, like, how did you feel that I think you and I talked about this briefly.
We did.
When we were doing our live, and I was talking about how, if you look back at the photo with everyone, it's only 19 people there. So before the season even started, I was like, why is it 19 people? I was like, why isn't it 20 people? How do you feel that they even introduced him as because he did have screen time. Like, I mean, I just don't know. I mean, that's just how I felt. Like, it made sense.
I feel like in the end, you know, they threw him a bone because, you know, he did have to prep. He did have to do all those interviews.
Right.
He did come in and film that day. So they were like, you know what? We know you got to leave, but we're going to give you some airtime anyway. You know, thank you for your cooperation. Sorry that this is happening to you, but we're going to make sure you get some screen time. We're going to look out for you. Right. That's what it felt like, you know? So we did get to see who he is, learn a little bit about him, you know, and then hopefully his DMs is popping, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Cause he's handsome. Calvin is,
he got a lot of potential.
Yeah, absolutely. So the reason, excuse me, I know that I put it in my notes, but I don't even have to go back and look for it. So pretty much Tommy comes in. Oh, Tommy calls everyone around to discuss. Oh no, that's not what we're doing. Okay, so I can't find it. I'm not gonna look for it because it's further down in the end. So Calvin ends up going home because he says that he had like a family emergency, and then his mother, they talked about his mom and something happened with that. So pretty much Tommy comes in and states that he will not be finishing the process, and he's literally pulling himself out of the process. So I'm gonna keep it 100. I feel like that Calvin, like you said, is solid. He came in on the first day. Some stuff started to happen. He noticed how filming was. He saw how things were going to be. And he probably was like, I can't do this. My job won't let me do this. I can't do this.
You think?
I think so. I think so. I think so. That's just because, and I'm going to keep it 100, because somebody even from our season had situations where they couldn't meet the schedule of what we were doing and like the filming and everything, and they weren't going to be available like how they needed them to be, and they ended up eliminating them early on.
Okay.
Do you know? But you should know because you're close to the person. But anyway.
Okay.
So next we have.
You know what? That also makes me think why they didn't have like an alternate already in the, you know, in the queue.
That's true, because they do. They usually do. And on our season, I think they had alternates just in case.
Yeah.
I mean, well, our season was a little bit different because they were like, well, anyway, it was only 2 people. But anywho, so next we have Brandy. I'm sorry, my computer is going like really slow. Can y'all see that? So next we have Brandy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my computer. So bear with me, guys. Sorry. Brandy is 35 years old. She is a flight attendant. She says that she pretty much has an open schedule and she can travel for a guy. She said she's not going to let her job stop her from finding a man. She says that she does not have any kids. She wants kids like yesterday, and she is ready for a man to sweep her off of her feet. What do you think about Brandy? You want her to come visit you, Tyrone?
Solid. She's cute. She's cute. She's cute. I don't think we saw a lot of her though.
No, we didn't. I mean, we did, but we didn't. Remember, she was the one that was talking to Calvin, and she had that orange on, and she was like, "Orange, you glad?"
Yeah.
And she had the flip up glasses. Yeah. So we saw her, but I don't think we really saw a lot of her personality on like the first episode. Yeah. So
I think she's good. She's good for at least another week, right? Because she wasn't on the bottom.
You said she.
That's what I meant by that. That's what I meant by that. I said I don't mean that in a bad way. I meant.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think she's gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, we get it. We're gonna have a chance to see more of her.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, because you can never go by that. like if you don't really see the person or whatever. Because I remember on our season, for like 1 or 2 episodes, I wasn't even on the episodes, like at all. Did you notice that? Probably not. Maybe.
Yes. Yeah. I feel you.
Oh, yeah. So I thought that was kind of weird. I was like, why in the world?
Right.
I was like, all this filming, all these outfits that I filmed in and had and stuff like that. And I was like, they ain't even show none of it. But yeah, so I think Brandy's tight. I think she's very, very attractive. I think her personality is really nice. Not nice, but she has like a good personality. She seems like she's really outgoing. She has a really nice vibe. Yeah, I'm feeling Brandy. Hopefully she makes it really far.
Solid.
I need you to get a drink. So next up, we have Alonzo. Alonzo is a real estate investor. He is 46 years old. He says that he was a medical device representative and now he is retired and he is pretty much living on his own terms. He is excited. He wants to meet, and he's excited and he is ready to meet the girls. He wants to know where the girls at. Oh, I thought I put his picture up there. My bad. Why are you looking like that? My bad, guys. I thought I put
No, it sounds like he in a good spot, right? He in a good spot. Retired. He retired, right?
Yeah, he is retired. Well, I'm sure he does real estate now, but he says he was retired selling medical devices and stuff like that.
Retired at 46. I don't remember if he had kids or not, right? Maybe 1 or 2, maybe.
I don't think he really talked about it, but
okay, yeah, I think he in a good spot, man. Like I said, like a lot of the cast is just solid.
Solid, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I also like the fact that they're not all attracted to the same people. Yeah. You know, so we got a really good chance to see a lot of connects.
Yeah. Does he remind you of anyone from a past season?
A little bit.
Me too. Who does he remind you of?
It's like a mix of Walter and Dante.
Really? I feel like it's a mixture. And I could see that. I feel like he looks like Cornelius Cornbread. Remember Cornbread?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, and then the beard and like this half of his face is giving me Walter a little bit.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So next up, and it's so crazy because I took so many pictures. You know, I be taking pictures, but I'm like, I can't because we'll be here all day and I ain't trying to be here all day. So next we have, I'm sorry, because last time I didn't share the picture. We have Kadian. Kadian is 35. Is it Sharon? Okay, perfect. Kadian is 35 years old. She is in the beauty industry. She is a beauty industry entrepreneur. She has boutiques and salons. She is interested in Zoe. She says because he's retired and he has time. He has the time that she needs, and she wants to wake up on a Monday and get it in, pretty much. So, how are you feeling about Kadian?
Didn't she say something about kids too? She's like, if we want some kids, we can make that happen too.
Yeah, I think she did.
Yeah.
She sure did. Yeah, she did. When she was talking about waking up on Monday morning and getting it in.
I like her. You know.
Do you?
You know, she's outgoing.
Yeah.
Synced her all in the pool and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Everybody's solid.
I like them all. I like them all. It's almost like I'm just waiting for them to eliminate themselves for some reason.
Me too. I feel the same way. Like it's something about Miami. Like they did good for Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was just me. What do you guys think in the comments? Like, how do you feel about the 19 or 20 people that they did pick for this season? What are y'all thoughts? Like, let us know. It's funny. Someone said, "Who is that?" Talking about like a lot of people too. When they were like filming, when I was watching the episode, I was like, "Who is that?" Mm-hmm. But a lot of them they were showing, but they weren't showing like their name and their age and what they do. Like at the bottom, they weren't showing it until like later on. So I was like, "Wait a minute, did they show his information?" Because it messes me up when I'm doing my notes and when I'm, taking my pictures and stuff like that. I'm like, it's not lining up. I was like, I don't think I got this picture yet. So,
Two of y'all.
yeah. You said who?
Two of y'all about to go home.
I took that picture for
one
you.
more thing. It's hilarious because the hand movements are always back. It's like back here, not up here. Back here.
Because he's not trying to have them fingers in his face. He like,
Yeah.
I don't want, like, y'all need to see me. Like, I'm Tommy Miles. Like, what you doing?
All right. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in.
You don't want to be like two of y'all. That's all it is.
Finally get some body shots.
Yes. So this is pretty much Tommy coming in and he's letting everyone know, or he's saying hi to everyone, etc. Oh, let me go back to my notes. Says now that it's time to focus on love and less on lust. He wants them to explore each other beneath the surface. He also mentions by the end of the night, 2 people are going home. And in order to find the one, sometimes you have to swipe left to see more of the options. He says that he wants them to mix and mingle and to see if something starts to tingle.
That ain't the Sunday dress you got on.
But obviously they filmed on Sunday because the person was like, but it's Sunday though, or something like that. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of cute. But yes. So next up we do have Mike, which I feel like they were already showing Mike, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't show like his picture, with his name and his age and stuff like that. And I'm like, they've already been showing Mike. I'm like, why are they're not doing it right? I was like, they're messing me up this episode. So Mike is 42 years old. He is an appliance repair company owner. Says that he is not always the type to approach women. So maybe you're right, Tyrone. It is a Miami or Florida thing. I don't know. He says that he wants to pick the right one. So he is getting a feel of everyone at this point. So I know from what I saw with Mike, I really liked Mike. I thought that he was cool. He seemed like he was real down to earth. He seemed like he was genuine. He had a really nice physique. Like I was feeling Mike. I like Mike.
I can see him doing really well.
Me too.
I don't want to call him a sleeper, only because he's like a little, he looked like he kept to himself a little bit. But I think he's gonna do really well. Like I like, you know what I mean? Seemed like a good, genuine dude,
Yeah, I feel like that too about Mike. So good luck to Mike. All right, next up. Okay, so pretty much that's when they're going around, and I think they start showing like different scenes where Tommy was like, everyone has to start mingling, and then we have them pretty much at the pool and they're talking about, and this is where I think Dominica is when I started realizing her personality. And she was like, I know exactly where you live. You live over there by the chicken hut or something like that. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. But just like not Samson, but Justice, the one he's giving dap to.
Yeah.
They hadn't said Justice, his name and age and all that stuff. They didn't do that yet. But they were showing him throughout the show. Did you notice that they were doing that? Because I was like, who is he? I was like, who is he? Yes, they were doing that. It was messing me up.
Oh.
But
yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, and that's Brandy in the middle. Remember with the flip glasses with the orange I was telling you about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then Looney's in that shot too.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. My computer is going so slow. Hold on. Okay, because I'm gonna show my pictures because me taking these pictures.
You put in work.
It takes a long time because I have to edit them. I have to upload them. So I'm gonna show these pictures. Not all of them. I'm gonna show them. So there we have Mike again too, with his shirt off.
You use it? Do you use a Mac?
Huh?
You use a MacBook?
No, I have
Okay.
Dell.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I love it. I love it. I mean, I haven't had any problems. I just think that it's just going, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. So next we have Dominica. Dominica is 42 years old. She is a program analyst and she has been single for 5 years and she is looking for her person and she is really feeling Mike. And Mike is the guy that we were just talking about. So what do you think about Dominica?
I originally was like, man, she reminds me of Zadia. And then
Laugh and everything.
Yeah, like other than like people saying that she was loud, I didn't see anything wrong with her.
Yeah,
You know
neither
what
did
I mean?
I. Yeah, I thought she had an amazing personality.
Yeah. Definitely one of my top connections.
Really, Tyrone?
No, man, I'm just playing the field right now.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
All up there. They're all in the top 10 right now.
But she would have been, let's just say, would she have been one of your top 3 or top 4?
I can't say right now. They all cool. They all cool.
What you mean you can't say right now?
They all cool. There's a lot of them that I like. I just haven't seen a lot. I haven't seen enough to kind of like, I don't know, rank them, I guess.
Right. So she's just, as in your words, solid.
Yeah, solid.
Okay. All right. So next up we have, you know what? I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to go ahead and share his photo. Next up we have Sean.
Go ahead.
All right.
Sean. Okay.
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah.
So Sean is 38 years old. He is a real estate developer. He says that people usually say that he's a walking red flag because he is 38 years old. He is handsome and he is successful and he has never been married. He said finding a partner to him is something very, very serious because if he's ever on life support, they could pull the plug. Which is so true. But what you think about Sean?
I think he has a quirkiness about him that I can identify with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like he gets his humor, but other people may not get his humor. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I honestly don't think it's gonna end well. I mean that in the nicest way because it just. Come on, Sabrina. Like, no, I mean that in a good, like, I just don't feel like, the other ladies were, into him,
I mean, you're the one that said you don't think it's going to end well.
Right. And for April to have like such a strong reaction to him, I feel like that word and that feeling is going to spread.
Yeah. So
that's just my perception,
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Yeah. I mean, it was something about Sean with me too. I think, of course, I didn't really have an opinion about Sean until I saw him talking to, I think her name is Jamala. So I think I have notes here. Yes. Sean and Jamala are having a conversation. They are talking about traveling and pretty much how it's important. And it's funny because Sean actually was just talking to, I keep wanting to call her Francesca, but it's Charisse, child. So if I ever say Francesca, that's who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So Sean and Sharice were having a conversation, and the first thing he says to her, you know, they talk about, she said her favorite place is Cabo. He was like, what are you doing on Tuesday? Let me take you there. And then he sits down with Jamala, and they're talking about travel, and he says how, you know, it's important for him because for a woman, you have perspective, et cetera, et cetera. He likes a woman who is well-traveled, and Jamala asked him pretty much, she's like, what's my name? And he was like, Tangerine Dream. And she was like, I must not be that important if you can't remember my name. And he was like, it's 19 other people here. And then she pretty much says that my name is Jay. I think her name is Jamala. And she asked him pretty much, she's like, do people get you? And he's like, I think so. And she says that, or he says that she has wet humor, and she says pretty much she doesn't like the word moist.
Yeah. I don't think many women like the word moist. So don't ever say it.
Why do you feel like we don't like the word moist?
It's very rare that I come across a woman who's okay with that word.
Interesting.
I don't know why y'all don't like it, but y'all just don't like it.
Why do you think we don't like it?
I have no idea. Maybe it's the context of the way most people use it, and we're not even using it that way, or you still just don't even like to hear it.
Interesting.
Because maybe that ain't what it is at the time. Let me stop. But yeah, I don't, you know, and I feel like for him to just be throwing out the trips is that, you know, a line that he uses often. Or is he serious? Like he wouldn't just throw that out there to anybody, you know?
I suppose.
Huh?
I said, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So Jamala is 33 years old, and we are introduced to Jamala while she is talking to Sean about this conversation.
Yeah.
Jamala is a corporate health consultant, and she is looking for an organic conversation and attraction. She is looking for organic conversations and an attraction. She doesn't like men that come off goofy, so she says next caller while she's talking to Sean. So I am going to assume that she is not interested in Sean and his wet humor.
Yeah,
or
I think
that's
humor. I think that's Jamala's who I was talking about, not April. About reacting to Sean so strongly. I think it was Jamala.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. And it's Sean, right? Or Sean.
Well, that was just Sean.
Yeah.
That we were talking about when she was sitting there talking, because that's like Jamala wasn't even introduced yet. Like they just kind of talked about Sean. They showed his picture, his age, went straight to the conversation with Jamal. And I was like, who is she?
Yeah.
Like they hadn't, you know, but they
solid.
Which one is solid?
Jamala.
Isn't she figure 8? Isn't that what Randall says about her?
Yeah, 245 or something like that, right?
I thought.
No, yeah. She knows where she is. That was his comments. You know. Like, you know.
So I took this picture for you.
I missed it. Who that, Kayla?
Yes. So Kayla is 30. All right, let me. She meant that she was going to. I'm so glad, like this is an adult show, and we got everybody that's here that is over the age of 18 watching.
Yeah.
But she meant y'all was gonna see her cakes. Okay. She meant it. Okay.
I ain't mad at her.
I know you not. So I'm sure none of the men are. But before we were introduced to who she was, We have Kayla
Yeah.
and her cakes, who is, let me pull it up on the screen, who is 30 years old, because of course they showed that first. So of course, like I said, I'm taking pictures and everything is in my order of what I'm being seen and what I'm showing tonight. Kayla is 30 years old. She is it her picture up on the screen? Okay,
Yeah.
good. She is media executive. She says with the cakes, she feels like I put in my notes, with the cakes, she feels like she is making solid connections. She is feeling Swayze. Right. And we haven't met Swayze yet, but she's talking about him and we've seen Swayze, but he gives her player vibes. She says she has a busy career, and but she will make time for a man who is a man that is worth making time for. Okay, I can't talk. So, mouse.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We'll see if she listens to her intuitions.
Here we go. I'm sorry, my mouse got stuck. Yes. So, what are you feeling about Kayla? I like Kayla. I like Kayla's personality. I think her cakes are beautiful. I think she is definitely going to go far, and I mess with her too. But we're not at that part yet. But I mess with Kayla. I like her.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can't even go either way. Like, it's hard to point out one person and be like, yeah, she's definitely the top person. You know?
Yeah, she is. Yeah, but she knew she had some nice cakes, honey, because she sure enough did.
I missed it.
What?
Yeah, I missed it.
How did you miss that?
I don't know. It's the first time I seen it.
Stop it, Tyrone.
I missed it.
You missed when she got up and she was showing herself?
Yeah.
Like her booty or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so next up we have, wow, I'm surprised you missed it. Now finally, oh, that was the picture that I just showed. She was in the pool talking to Swayze. So Swayze is 33 years old. Oh God, my computer, I'm sorry guys. Swayze is 33 years old. He is a firefighter and a paramedic. He says that when he is in a relationship, he is going to bring positive energy and they will have a lot of fun. He says that pretty much with everything that he does during the day for his job, he doesn't want to come home to a negative woman. I don't think you guys want to, I don't care what you do for a living. You never want to come home to a woman. I just don't think that that's something, you guys want to do. But what you think about Swayze, 33?
Shoot, man, I just feel like, I think the women feel he's aesthetically pleasing, right? But I feel like the more he talks, the more he hurts himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're gonna actually get into him.
I don't think the women perceive him the way that he perceives himself. If that makes sense.
That is a good observation. Yeah. That is a good way to put it, Tyrone.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah. I concur. I think he's handsome. I think he is, I know for me, sitting down having a conversation with him, I would have been like, he's a bit much for me. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm real like
at this stage of your life.
At this stage in my life. Exactly. Yeah. But women are way more mature than men too. You know what I mean? So, but him being 33, he does give me like 27 vibes and 26 vibes or whatever.
Yeah. I'm not sure who the other lady was, but wasn't there some info that came out about was him?
I don't understand.
Some pictures and videos and stuff that was posted. Because apparently, like that cast has been going off on IG.
I'm gonna keep it 100, Tyrone. I go on social media. I post my stuff. I'll scroll on my timeline. If I know you, if I'm supporting you, I'll like your stuff. The first couple of scrolls, if I don't, after that, I get off the phone. And when I go back on Instagram, it's because I'm going to post something or to check my comments or so I don't even know. I'm not that vested yet like I was with Potomac.
Okay. How about this? What's up, audience? Have y'all heard anything about anyone from the cast already?
What are you? Yeah, like comment in the comment section.
Yeah, let
Have
us
y'all
know.
heard any tea? Are you serious? So I mean,
it's definitely been some stuff posted already
about him.
I'm pretty sure it was him.
What would you like to repeat? I mean, it's stuff that you've seen, so or you may know about, but
it was like, it was like some shade room type. You know, he got caught sleeping in the bed and stuff.
Like he was in a relationship with someone, and then he got caught. Like he got cheated.
I don't know what it is. I feel like I've seen a picture of him sleeping in a bed, or someone snapped a picture of him sleeping.
Doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing.
He was sleeping. As far as from what I saw, he was just sleep.
Okay.
So someone says Swayze and Katie and kissing.
Katie and kissing.
Okay.
But that's like, but I don't know. But like, was that part of the show, or was this something that happened like after the show?
So Auntie Eva said something about the explicit. Yeah, I did see the explicit pictures too, but that wasn't Swayze. That wasn't Swayze. I think that might have been Mike.
Somebody was posting D pics, or what
pics?
She says the P pics, but I say D pics. So
same. It was definitely. Oh, he was. You can't. It's technically not X-rated, but you could see a lot more. Like, remember Frank's pictures?
Oh, okay.
It was like that, but the front.
Oh, I mean, that's a lot. Wow. I mean, it is what it is, to each his own. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to be posting stuff like that, I mean, shoot, you've been on TV now. You better get you an OnlyFans and make you some money off of it if you're going to do all that. Y'all know I'm a businesswoman. So I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Next up, we have LJ. LJ is 33 years old. He is a government risk specialist. He is from the Virgin Islands, and competition to him is nothing new. He says he goes hard because he is from the islands and he wants to make something for himself, and people from the islands have to work, I guess, harder at becoming something than someone that's from the United States. LJ is talking to Shakira. See what I mean? And they haven't introduced Shakira yet. LJ is singing on his green screen, his interview, and he's singing to Shakira. And he's like, yeah, me singing this song makes me think of her pretty much. And he's sitting talking to her, and he's pretty much letting her know that he does have a 6-year-old daughter. He's been single for 3 years. And in his last relationship, the lady cheated on him. And he has dealt with it emotionally, and he is ready to mingle so he can feel the tingle. What do you think about LJ?
I think someone's gonna eventually probably fall for his vulnerability.
Interesting. Why are you laughing at me?
That's what I think. I don't know. He kind of reminds me of what's the dude's name? Sean, kind of.
You talking about from this season,
Yeah,
Sean?
from this
Like
person.
both?
Yeah, from this
Yeah,
current
they
season.
do. I keep getting confused with them too, so I concur.
But I think, you know, I don't know, man. Having a daughter changes you. So I think he'll be able to like use that to get somebody, you know? You know?
Interesting.
Because if you can show that you have that ability to like be vulnerable and care for a woman, subconsciously, y'all, that make y'all kind of weak.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I said it.
Wow. It must be in that iced coffee. Well, for me, he has no swag. Okay. The only thing he has
that might be his
accent.
game. Like, I'm familiar with that. Like, his game is like having no game.
Yeah, he has no swag at all. None whatsoever. Like, I would be sitting there like, dang, that is so nice. Like, he has a 6-year-old. He really loves his daughter. His accent is amazing, but he has no swag. Period. Next caller.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, but not sorry. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's a nice guy. I'm not saying I don't take that from him. He's someone's guy. He just wouldn't be my guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I need a little bit of swag. You know what I'm saying? He don't got no swag. You know? So, but anywho.
I meant eventually in a good way. Z.
Maybe so. Because it might be like someone on the show that where they're like on the same level.
Yeah, I think nowadays, like, y'all be expecting a lot. You know what I mean?
Hold on.
Y'all be
Who is
expecting
y'all?
a lot out of men. You know what I mean? And then when you don't get a lot, it feels like you're settling instead of just, you know, being happy with a good guy. But he got to be fine.
We be expecting a lot.
He got to be 6'4", you know, got to have tats and a nice body, all that stuff. Like, I seen it, man. Y'all be initially, y'all be looking for a lot. When you step out, you be looking.
I'll be looking. I won't be.
Okay. Or you get to the point where you're like, I just don't want you to be a criminal.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. Because, you know what I'm saying?
We can start there, you know? Shoot.
Because if y'all really follow me, especially like my faithfuls before I was even on the show, like y'all know I have been through it.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving forward. Okay. So next we have Shakira. She is so gorgeous. I love her personality. I love her energy. I love her softness. I love her flowers in her hair. I love Shakira. I love Shakira, and I want to say April probably about the same. I am a huge fan of theirs. Like, I feel like I am like a groupie. Like, I would love to meet her one day. I really love her energy. I really like Shakira.
Yeah.
So Shakira is 37 years old. She is a media host and a model. She says that she has a 7-year-old and she is a single mom. She says she's super busy and hasn't had time to date. I feel her. She's also intimidated about with the dating scene in Miami, and she says that she's been single for 3 years as well.
Yeah.
And her conversation that she has with LJ, she says normally he's not her type, but and also because he is a little bit younger, but she is feeling his confidence, and she feels like he is a very good dad.
Yeah.
So you might be right, Tyrone.
Yeah. I mean, I like her. I think the flower in her hair was a nice touch because it helps separate her from everyone else. She's easy to find. You know what I mean? She was like acting all innocent and flirty and all that stuff. And I think she was flirting with who was it?
I think she kind of is like innocent. Like
flirting with LJ. Yeah. Like she gives me like a Moomin type personality, you know? No? 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 How, you know, let me stop.
I can't.
No? You don't think so?
You know what, Tyrone? I'm gonna keep it 100. We all have opinions.
Okay.
I know. I only know Moomin from.
You didn't see it?
How I know
your
Moomin,
interactions.
from
Okay.
the interactions that I have with her.
Okay.
And the interaction that I had with her was not like that.
Okay.
What you might have saw and what
that.
everyone else might have saw was not who I got. Like a couple of times I had to tell her, like, you need to calm down. Like, who you talking to? Like, I had to ask her a couple times, like, who you talking to? Like, you bucking at me right now. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that.
Yeah.
So you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So
okay.
No, my opinion, and I have to explain myself so people would understand. I don't get her vibes from her. I just don't.
Okay. Okay. So
moving forward.
Who we missing? Looney? Jawan?
Hold on, honey. Like I told you, they're showing these people. I like Shakira. Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I really love Shakira. Well, you know I love Shakira, so everyone knows I love Shakira now. I'm not sure. Let me see. Hey. Oh, here you go. I'm gonna show this because she looks so. Oh, it's kind of blurry, but I do like it. So, because I gotta get with my. Now, don't get it twisted, y'all. Like, let me keep it 100. At the end of the day, we have all moved forward. Let me say this: we have all moved forward. I don't have a problem with Moomin. I don't have any issues. I support all my castmates. Like, it was what happened on the show. After the show, I didn't talk to her, so I don't know her. I don't know, like, we not friends. I just know her from the show. But do I have a problem with her? No. Like, I think she's beautiful. I think she's an amazing singer. I think, but I don't really know her, and I don't have a problem with her. So let's just, before, y'all run back and be like, Sabrina got a problem with. I don't even know that lady. I know her from the show. That's it. Which means I don't really know her. So I just want to put that out there. But yes, I definitely wanted to show this picture because I took this picture. I thought that she looked so pretty in the yellow. Are you having technical difficulties, Tyler?
My camera was blurry.
Oh, okay. So yes, this is a picture where I thought that she looked amazing in the yellow. I'm glad that her and LJ, I be talking and all these pictures are from what we were just talking about. I was supposed to already have these pictures up. This is from her, and yes, she absolutely has cute style. And she can dress her bootay off, and her voice is amazing. So yes, in a sense of me being someone in the back looking at Moomin, I feel like I keep going on and on, but I just need y'all to understand, like, I ain't no hater. I think she's gorgeous. I think her style is amazing. She has a beautiful voice. I just don't know her, but what I got from her, that's what I was talking about, guys. So don't be taking that shit and be running with it, okay? But anyway, she looks gorgeous here. We're talking about Shakira with LJ, and this is the conversation where she was talking about how, she really likes LJ. So I can't even say that. I'm not going to say that I like them for each other because I don't really know. But I thought that it was really sweet, their conversation. Next up, we have Looney. Where's her picture? Wow. Wow, Tyrone.
I didn't say nothing.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep. Go ahead.
She cute. Go ahead.
It seems like you want me to say a lot about Looney, but let me tell you something. You know what my notes? I wish y'all could see my notes. It literally says Looney is 36 and she's a realtor, and that's all it says. I have nothing on her. They didn't really. She didn't. I don't know. She does. Someone says she looks like Brandy.
Yeah.
She does look like Brandy a little bit. Yeah, I liked her personality. I do know. Sorry, that was. I do know that. Hold on. Let me go here. Let me get my pictures because y'all, I be talking and I don't be bringing the picture up. Oh shoot, no, I really don't have anything to. So I know that Looney was feeling Justice is his name. Is his name Justice? Because I don't even remember.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah. So I know like they pretty much showed her, and they showed her because she was like, when Justice walked in, she was like, Justice was fine. And I know I needed to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, talk to Justice. So that's how Looney got introduced. It wasn't like Looney had her own, I guess,
intro.
Exactly. Because she was talking about Justice. Like, I don't even remember her. I remember him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hold on. Oh gosh, sorry guys. All right. So when Justice walks in, and oh god, let me make sure I get the pictures right because I want to make sure I do them in order. So Justice walks in and everyone's like feeling Justice. Everyone's talking about how hot he is, etc., etc. And then in his green screen, the producers pretty much say to Justice, it looked like you had a lot of ladies.
I wonder if I could use that line. I wouldn't say I had a lot of ladies.
I gotta make sure I show all the pictures.
Let's just say there was a lot of bees, and I'm the honey, or something like that. There's a lot of bees around, and I was the honey.
Okay, Justice. So, how are you feeling about Justice?
He cool. Like,
I don't even remember him showing his name and what he does. Did I miss that?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was mention about him and being raised by a woman, and you know, I think it was maybe some connection building with April. You know, talking about, do you feel any resentment or anything? And he said no, because my mom was always around, and I was like, oh, I literally just lived that. So you know, subconsciously there is a something, you know, until you face it, you may not know that it's haunting you, you know, because you've learned to adjust.
Yeah. So I don't have the name and his age. It's like I said, I don't have that, but I did put that Justice is introduced, and the producers pretty much said that he had a lot of ladies, and he says, well, I wouldn't say that. He says, you know, but he was like honey, and there were a lot of bees around. He was raised by his mother and a lot of strong women around him, one of them being his grandma, which is also AKA known as Red Dog. And pretty much he believes in blessings. He doesn't believe in curses. And he says that April, because he does sit down and he talks to April, and he says that she is attractive and that he had good conversation with her. So, yeah. But yeah, I got a kick out of Justice. I thought that he was funny. I'm glad that, you know, he kicked it off with all the women. I just feel like at the end of the day, I feel like it's one of those things where he was that person like all the women liked in the beginning, but I feel like as time goes on, he's gonna just start like falling off of people's like radar. I feel like.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like it's something big that's gonna happen with him, and yeah, I don't know, but that could be me. I don't know. He just seems like he gives a sense of like he seems like he's a nice guy, but I get like a little bit of arrogance from him. I don't know. It's just something about him. I don't know. But anyway. So even though April, what were you about to say?
I was about to say that man know he looked good, said it, and I don't think you took well to that.
Hold on, let me. You said I didn't take well to it?
That's what it seems like.
I mean, he's a very nice looking man, and I don't know, just the whole, I'm honey, and it was a lot of these.
See, I knew it.
It was.
So you can't let him win. At this point, you can't let him win.
That's not true. That's not true. Because if you're a winner, you're a winner. But if you're a loser, that's just what it is. If he's a winner and if he's supposed to win, by all means, I want him to win the race. But what I'm saying is just how he came off, especially in the very beginning, because it's not like he said that episode 8 and they included it in episode 1. Like he came out the gate saying that, like I'm honey. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm honey. And it just made me, it just didn't sit well with me. And then for him to be like, oh, like, of course, like y'all, like, look at me. Oh my God.
Sabrina's
like that's what I got from him. And it just
let me humble this dude real quick. All right. 42. So he is older, right? 42. Event planner, Justice. Joanne Justice. They have him listed as Joanne, but Justice.
See, I must have missed that on the show.
No, I have like the cast on the own cast site up.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, but other than that, I think he's very handsome. I think he has an amazing smile, but the just, like every time I see him, I'm going to think of like he's a honeycomb and it's going to be all these little, I don't know, just the whole visual that I got from it. I just didn't really like. And then when he was just like, it's just, I didn't really like that part. That's just me though. So, of course, they have been showing April throughout the whole show thus far, and they're just now introducing her to where they're saying that April is 46 years old. She is a professional singer. She does not have any kids, and pretty much Justice has gotten her attention. They do talk about family, and then, that was the conversation that he was saying about how, he was raised by his mother, and she says pretty much that's what they have in common is pretty much she was the same way too. She didn't have a father figure in her home, and she does want to see where the energy goes between them. What do you think about April? Did we already talk about April? I feel like we already talked about April. Why did you just laugh like that?
No, I like her. I like April.
Okay.
I like it.
I feel like we already talked about April. I don't know why I took another picture. Yeah, I think April. Oh, this is the picture I wanted to show. Duh. Yeah, I think she's gorgeous. I can't believe it. That's right, because I was talking about how she and I were the same age.
Yeah, she had a AP vibes.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry, guys. My computer is tripping. So that was the picture that I wanted to show.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that could be a solid connection.
You think?
Yeah.
April and Justice?
Yeah. You're not seeing it?
Because of how I feel like who Justice is as a man, in real life, she would be someone that is good for him. But in real life, I don't feel like he would choose someone like her.
Okay.
Like, let's just say, the point that I'm trying to make is, if you take everything else away, I feel like they would make a good match. But I feel like that Justice is kind of full of himself. I feel like he would look for someone that's a little bit younger and someone that is more, I feel like April is real, like, toned down. She's regal. I think that my opinion, he's looking for someone that's younger and funner.
Okay. Did he say anything about kids? Because I know April says she's pretty much, she's okay with being done. I think that's what she said.
No, he didn't mention that. He didn't mention that. Nope. So, but in real life, she's probably perfect for him, but I just don't see him going there. Because he has options. And I mean, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So next up, and while I was doing this, I was so pressed because when you came on my live, when I did the live party, you actually mentioned this. And I was like, are you serious? I was like, no, I missed that. But when I'm doing my live, you guys, I sometimes miss stuff because I'm looking at the comments, I'm looking at the screen, I'm going back and forth. So a lot be going on when I be in the middle of my lives. Tyrone came on with my live with me. You guys got to go back and check out the live, which was a live watch party when this episode actually aired on Friday. Tyrone said that they was sucking toes. And I was like, no. He was like, yes. And I was like, stop it. He was like, for real. And I was like, I can't wait to see it. I said, whose toes was he sucking? Or who was sucking the toes or whatever. So Devin was sucking Sharice's toes.
Yeah. I feel like you've already made your choice at this point, right? You got a whole toe in your mouth. But never know. It's funny how I missed cheeks, but didn't miss toes getting sucked.
Facts. Because I saw the cheeks on the first episode, but the first episode I missed this. You caught this. I missed that. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it be like that sometimes,
It'd be like what sometimes? I need you to explain.
Hey, every now and then you gotta suck some toes.
I'm just not gonna randomly suck. Like, even though she might be like cute on the outside, like you don't know if she be getting consistent pedicures. You don't know if she got a hangnail. You don't know if she got like the white cheddar, like
it's the toe, man. It's been sucking in chlorine. It's clean. Maybe he felt he needed to separate himself.
I'm sure he could have found other ways to separate himself. Like, I don't know you like that. Like, even people I've even been dating for a while, I'd be like,
she didn't stop him.
Tyrone, look at her face. She didn't know that it was gonna happen.
Hey, don't look like she fighting it though.
She did not know it was gonna happen. Look at her mouth.
Right.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Where's Tyrone? Oh, there you go. No. If he would have put my foot in his mouth, if I was Sharice, I would have been like, red flag, red flag, red flag. You don't even know me, dude, and you got my whole toe in your mouth. How many toes you gonna have in your mouth today? How many toes did you have in your mouth yesterday? I need to know what's going on. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on right now. We got monkeypox right now. Like, I need to know.
Focus on us, baby.
You talk about chlorine will kill anything. You
right.
I can't. Okay, so I do have to acknowledge shout out to eBlack TV. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. We love having you here. I got to get you on the tea, ladies, for all the tea you got. Okay, so I think you have hit me up before, so definitely shoot me a DM if that is not you, but if not, we will definitely talk about. But I appreciate the tip in the comment. We appreciate all the support here, all positive energy here. All right, wow. Okay, so we gotta get, okay, so I can't get the toe. I can't get the toe out of my head. Okay, so we're not going to show that picture. This is the picture of Calvin. This is when Tommy comes in at this time after the toe suck. Tommy comes in and he tells everybody, unfortunately, Calvin will not be here with us. So moving forward, let me get my notes. This is when, oh shoot, hold on. This is when all of them are sitting around and Shakira says to, or they're talking, Shakira's talking and she's like, I like my men older. Pretty much that's what she was saying, or to that effect, remember?
Yeah, I know where this is going. Come on.
Shakira says that she needs a grown man, and Swayze pretty much got offended and says that she was counting half of the men there out. And then he states that he was 16 years old when he had a girlfriend and she was 28 years old. And pretty much Shakira says that everything just seems like it's a joke with him. So let's rewind it back and go back to when he says that he is 16 and he had a girlfriend that was 28.
For some reason, I think he likes her.
You talking about Shakira?
Yeah, it was something about that conversation that made me feel like he needed to like either prove something to her or he just wanted her to like him. So everything that she was saying, he was trying to counter and say, no, like I am that, you know? But let's go. Come on.
I feel like that he just, isn't he the one that he doesn't see himself like how everyone else sees him?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I feel like in that setting, he was trying to be seen. He was trying to, not that he really liked her. I think that he just was, he had a moment. It was a moment where the door was open for him to say what he needed to say. And I don't even think that he even thought about what he was saying. Like, did you just say, like, to everybody and on national TV that you were 16 with a whole 28-year-old girlfriend and you was at Wet Willie's over here across the corner waiting for her to bring you a drink back?
I'm pretty sure that's rape, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, yeah.
Like, it just made me feel like he obviously just likes to hear himself talk, and he really doesn't think about the things that he says before he says them. I don't think it had anything to do with how he felt about Shakira. I think it had everything to do about his ego and who he is as a person, period, point blank. That's just my opinion.
I feel like he needed to prove something.
Yeah, absolutely. He's obviously trying to compensate for something. And it might be because of the fact that he is younger. And I don't know, maybe he got offended because he's like, wait a minute, because even though she said that and I am sitting here and I am one of the youngest ones here, let me say something to make myself look like I got big balls. Hey, I was 16 years old and I dated a 28-year-old. Ha! My balls have gotten bigger. That's what I get from it.
But as a man, it also matters who says it. Like, if I don't care about her opinion, right? So it's two things. One, I don't care about her opinion. And then the other thing is like, if I have confidence in myself, I'll just be like, all right, whatever you say, like, I don't need to prove that I'm.
That's my point. Like, me as him.
Mature, you know?
Right. Like a mature 33-year-old would have just been like, And that would have been it. He would have took a sip of his drink. It would have been like,
Yeah, I like my men older and mature. Okay.
Right.
That's cool.
I don't know. Right. I mean, I could be wrong, but
yeah.
I just got like, yeah, I don't think it had anything to do with, unfortunately, her. But anywho. So, see, like right now, I got the thing with Devin. I'm gonna show it. You guys know I'm gonna show it. Like we've already. Oh, I think I know why I'm showing. I'm about to show this picture. Let me go to my notes.
Yeah, Devin.
Devin is 32 years old. He is director of sales. He played football. Excuse me, and he's played football since he was 8 years old. He's pretty much having a conversation with Sharice and Katie in like the little jacuzzi thing. Mm-hmm. And Sharice is talking to Devin, and you know they're having light conversation, and then they pretty much ask him, does he have any kids? He says no. Then says, well, I do have a 10-year-old that I had out of wedlock from a one-night stand. He also goes and explains to everyone, or to the ladies, that he does not have a relationship with his child. Katie says that that is a huge red flag for her. She says she does not have remorse for him. Sharice is more sympathetic towards him, and she does give him a hug. And while he is in his green screen, it does look like he did get a little emotional about the situation. Mm-hmm. So.
You want me to try my best again?
I want you to give me old Tyrone, okay? I want you to give me how you really feel about this situation, about that scene, like how you really feel about it. Stop it, Tyrone. Don't give me coffee sipping Tyrone. Give me Hennessy sipping Tyrone.
I walked in, you know, when you go to the headquarters in Maryland, right? And then you have that sit down, that initial sit down with the producers.
In the very beginning.
They were like, so, do you have any kids? And I immediately started bawling because I was thinking about my daughter, and I couldn't even express, you know, I couldn't get the words out about what my daughter meant to me and how I felt about her and all that stuff. Me personally, I would never, ever deny my daughter in any situation, right? I can tell you, though, that as a man, whenever, you know, you have a child and it's not in the most ideal way or the way that you may have planned it or envisioned it. I was not married to my daughter's mom. There's often a subconscious need to explain that because you feel like you're going to get judged immediately. You feel like it's going to come out eventually, right? And if you feel any type of way about that, like it doesn't come out perfectly because maybe you're not explaining that a lot. But I agree with what Katie said. Like she said, I have no remorse for you, right? And I'd be feeling the same way. So, you know, situations where I know that dudes are not following up with their children, they're not present in their children's lives. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for me wanting that child to eventually know who their parents are, I would be like off with that dude's head because, you know, we don't even need that.
Right.
You know what I mean? For someone like who can't be with their daughter every day, mm-hmm. I don't, you know, I don't get it. I don't understand it. You know, I've been in the courts. You know what I mean? I know what that fight looks like. I know it going through that looks like and feels like. You know, I try my best to just kind of like take the scene for what it was, and it was just him, you know, in that moment just being like, no, I mean, yeah, but like I don't know where that initial no came from. You know what I mean? He could have initially, he should always be like, yes,
but
yeah. I do have a child, right? There may be a backstory, you know, to how my child came about, but yes, I do have a child. You know, you may not need to know all that yet. You know, you ain't my lady yet. I don't have to explain nothing to you.
Right.
But yes, I do have a child. Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
You about to be triggered?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I really wanted to hear, you know, what you want to say, just because I know that you are very active in your daughter's life, and I know, you know, your situation. You and I, we've talked, you know, on a personal level, and we've talked about that. So I just really wanted to hear what, you know, how you felt about it. With me, it did make me feel some type of way that he automatically said no. That was his first instinct, to just say no, which means that he's been living the last 10 years. When people ask him if he has a child, he says no. That's so, which means he's been denying his child the whole time. The only reason I think in his head, like, I think it caught him. He's probably thinking to himself, like, oh, I just said no. Like, I'm on national TV. Like, I can't. Like, people could Google. I'm gonna be a liar. I'm gonna be like, oh shoot, I forgot there's cameras right there. That's why I feel like he cleaned it up so quickly. But it just makes me feel like, dang, like, you said no from the very beginning, which means you've been denying this little boy. When people ask you, you got a kid, first thing you saying is no. And you're not giving nobody no backstory. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just saying no, that's it. And that's how you going, you know, with your life. It's a very, very unfortunate situation, because regardless of the fact that it was a one-night stand or not, the child didn't ask to be here.
Yeah, that's not the kid's fault, you know.
Right. It's not the kid's fault. And my thing is, at the end of the day, as soon as he found out that he was going to be bringing a child into this world, my thing is even if you aren't there, and if even she don't allow you to be there physically, like, you still, as the father, I feel like should take steps, like send them cards, send them letters, send them, you know, I mean, it's up to the mother, of course, to say, tag, let me give the letter to the kid, or if she decides to deny the child that, at least you can say, as the father, I tried, I did my part. So when your child comes to you when they're 20 years old, and you can tell them, like, what happened, like, I tried to be there. But with how the court systems are now, at the end of the day, you know who you had the baby by. I'm pretty sure you know how to locate her or find her, and I'm pretty sure you know how to go to the courts to at least file for some type of visitation, or not even necessarily custody, but just visitation, just so you can know this child. To think that you have a whole other human being on this earth that is a part of you, and you don't want to have any relationship with them, just is so disappointing, and it saddens me. And you know, it is a trigger for me, but for the most part, I've been without her father. So my daughter will be 10 in November, and she has never met her father a day in her life either. And for a long time, you know, I didn't tell my daughter about her father because she was just so young, and I wasn't ready yet. But I want to say last year, I did sit my daughter down. I fixed a big old dinner just for she and I. And because she was at the age where she was starting to question, and like, Mom, why don't I have a daddy? And you know what I mean? And it's not fair to me to keep the father away from her, regardless if he wants to be in her life or not. So I took it upon myself to sit down with her, and I said, we're going to talk about your father tonight. So any questions you may have, I want you to write them down. I want you to come to me and ask, and I'm going to answer all the questions that you have about him. So we sat down, we ate dinner. I answered all the questions that she had, to the point she asked me, she says, how does my dad look? How does my father look? And I said, as a matter of fact, and I literally sent pictures to her cell phone, so she could always have those pictures, so she knows how her father looks. Mind you, she's never talked to him a day in her life, and he's never reached out to talk to her. But we, as the mother, I can't make you be in the child's life. But if you want to be in the child's life, I'm pretty sure 95% of the mothers and women out here probably do want the father in the child's life. That 5% is because they just really don't want to be. So
yeah. And the
I mean,
courts
he had 10 years. He had 10 years to try to figure, you know what I'm saying, something
the
out.
courts will support you. The courts will support that father-child relationship. You know, the judge was like, before he even said anything, there's like, the fact that you're even here in court is already telling me a lot about you and this situation. You know, because some of the fathers don't even appear in court, you know. So yeah, that is a very sensitive subject.
Exactly.
You know, for me, yeah. So
right. So Tina A. Brown says he did say he wanted to be open and transparent through this process.
Yeah,
and I do remember him saying that, and he did seem like he was very sympathetic. But my thing is me as a mother that hasn't had their, I'm looking at him saying, why did it take you to the show to you be on national TV to say that now you want to be open and transparent through this process? Like, what are you being open and transparent about? Like, what you should be saying is that I haven't had a relationship with my son, but you know what? Me being in this process makes me feel like, you know what? I think I will. And hopefully we'll see that later on in the show down the line.
He did say something. He did mention being proud of having a child, though, right? I do believe I did catch that. I don't know. I just maybe don't feel like he's made peace with
he hasn't
how it happened. And it's just a constant reminder, you know? And sometimes that can be a mental health thing, but I also feel like for the sake of the child, you know, you at least need to let the child know that you exist and build a relationship.
Right.
You know, it's very, like me, I want my child with me, but I do understand that the situation with her mom may be a better situation because she would have siblings to grow up with there. You know what I mean? Sometimes making that hard choice in the best interest of your child is not easy, right? But the best interest is, you know, is to be, at a minimum, be aware of who you are, have a relationship with you, be able to reach out to you, you know, no matter what, you know. But, you know, to at some point grow up, you know, and then see your parent deny you, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. I know he also mentioned that he was really ashamed and he was embarrassed by it, but hopefully him being, maybe his calling from being on the show will now, like, something will click in his
it'll
head.
spark that. Yeah.
Right. Like, this show wasn't for him to find love. This show was for a wake-up call to hit him and say, you need to probably go have a relationship with your child. So if that was what led him to go have a relationship with his child from being on the show, and he doesn't find love, then guess what? He still wins.
Yeah.
Because that would be amazing.
Yeah. And the child wins too.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. So, you know, we'll pray for him, and, you know, hopefully by the end of this, you know, that's something
we have a success story for Devin.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because for him to not have a relationship with his child, but then during the show, they show a picture, and of course, I'm not going to show it, but they show a picture of his son with the football helmet on, and they show a picture of him. And I'm like, you're going to let you're going to let the show a picture of your son, and you don't even have a relationship with him? I'm like, what the heck? I just kept on.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, we're not gonna you know, keep talking too much about that.
Who are we missing?
So at this point, Tommy is going around
Randall.
Oh, it's a couple.
We didn't see him to the end, right?
Yes. What?
Oh, I know who else we missing too. It's probably saving.
So Tommy does meet up with the ladies, and they talk about who they are not feeling and who they are feeling. Justice's name brought up a lot. Mike's, Randall's, LJ, Samson, Zoe. And then he asked who they not feeling, and Sean's name gets brought up. Devin's name, Swayze, and they said that Swayze is for the streets and pretty much he is a toy. And I want to say I think Shakira said that. Yeah. So what were you about to say?
I think she was just feeling some type of way about the situation and wanted to go in on him a little bit.
Maybe
Ain't no
so.
way your child's gonna think that man is a little toy or something. Come on now.
But I think it was because she's like, I like older men. She probably felt slightly attacked from stating her opinion. And she like, I'm just talking about what I like. I'm not even talking about you, dude. Like, I'm just talking about what I like. And yes, you are a little bit younger, but I feel like it doesn't mean that she wouldn't like him. But now because of how he acts by it, now she like, now you're not even going to get a chance. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Tommy calls everybody up and pretty much, he did say in the beginning that 2 people were going home. So, everyone is standing around. They trying to figure out, oh my God, like, dang, this is really real. This is really happening. I can't believe, like, yeah. So everybody in their feelings, and 2 guys get caught up. The 2 guys that are going to get caught up are Sean and Swayze. Both of them are standing there, and Sean actually looks like he is really shocked. Swayze kind of looked like, I knew she put me on the bottom. Like, that's how he looked. And I feel like the first thing he's thinking of is the conversation he had with Shakira. And then he kind of looks like, I'm going on the bottom. Like, I can't believe I'm about to go on the bottom. So anyway, Sean looking like, I'm going to sip my champagne and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, so how do you feel about the 2 people that were picked to be on the bottom? The 2 guys.
I understand it from the women's perspective. I do. I understand it. I feel like, yes, Swayze probably feels like, he's got this confidence about him. So to be at the bottom, he's probably like, shit. Maybe it humbled him a little bit. But then I also got that feeling, with his confidence, with him standing next to Sean, he's probably like, if it's between me and him, I got him,
Yeah,
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, probably so. So Tommy calls everyone around. They discuss who's going home. He talks about Sean. He talks about Swayze. And pretty much Sean is the first guy to get eliminated. And he says that he only talked to half the women, and the other half of the women he didn't really get to talk to. So maybe that was the reason why he was getting eliminated. So, yeah. So you feel like they made the right decision between Swayze and Sean? Oh, wow.
Huh? I mean, I understand it, right? Like, it's hard to say what the right decision is or what the wrong decision is, but I understand it. I don't understand why you're going to bring 2 people up there and then send one person back. Like, it's hard to recover from publicly being put on the bottom.
But that's what they do every show.
No.
That's what they do every season.
Really? Or do they say, hey, one of y'all is going home tonight, and that one person is you?
No, I thought, yeah, because even on our season, the first night, like the women, it was Tasia and
Okay. You're right.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
Yeah, like he didn't bring them up to the front.
Yeah.
But it was like, it's always been like 2 people, one or the other or whatever. It's always been that kind of whole.
I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah. All right. So
don't mention the word moist. Ever.
So next up we have Jamala.
Mhm.
She is 33. She is a corporate health consultant. Hold on, where is she?
Did we miss her?
No, so this is the thing. You got to remember, I'm going by how I'm doing. Oh, where's my picture? My phone is,
I thought we talked about her.
We did.
The figure 8, right?
Right.
Solid.
We even talked about her because she was the one that was sitting talking to Sean. Was it Sean? That was a moist conversation. That was Jamala.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been trying to say. The show, what is going on? Why her picture's not coming up? But anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. Like they've been talking about these people, but usually when they first talk about them, they put their name, their age, what they do, but they're not doing that. They're just introducing these people onto the show, and that's just it. But anyway, so we're going to move on. So we have Samson, who is 48 years old, and he is a life coach. I like Samson. But Samson is actually sitting. Did we talk about Samson?
We did Samson first.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Well, Samson is sitting talking to. Let me go back to my pictures because I don't know what the heck is going on.
I think it was the first one.
Yeah.
You ain't like his attitude.
He was.
He said the women need to chase him first.
Randall. Yes.
I think we're just missing Randall and Charisse.
Yeah.
But we think we did Charisse.
I thought we talked about Charisse.
We did Charisse, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about Charisse. Okay. What? Bear with me. I'm trying to put Randall up here.
So definitely just Randall, right?
Right. And then that's it. And then we do the elimination.
Yeah.
Is Randall up there? Hold on, guys.
Yeah, he came late. It seemed like he came on late, but came on strong at the end.
Jesus, it took me forever. I don't even want to talk about him now. Shoot. It took me forever. Okay. So Randall and Jamala are pretty much talking, and he said that she came in looking like a figure 8. To me, they seem like they are both very sexually attracted to each other. And he says his language is physical touch. And he says if he like you, he gonna touch you. And Dominica comes over and interrupts Jamala and Randall. And Dominica tells Randall that that she's a grandmother. So if y'all guys didn't catch that, Dominica is a grandma. Okay. And he does go on his green screen at the time. He says that he does pretty much date. He doesn't date women of the opposite sex too much. And also who is louder than him, talking about Dominica, and that she seems more of like, or she's giving homeboy vibes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. She done in his brain.
Facts. Because she the homeboy. She the homie.
Yeah.
She the homie.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just move forward. Because you already know this is the part that I'm ready for. I can't believe we've already.
Wasn't that bad?
It was. It was worse than that, I think. Yeah. It was absolutely worse than that. So when Dominica walks up to Randall to sit down and have a conversation with him, Charisse and the women are over there and they talking, and Charisse looks over and says, "Is that Dominica?" And she asks that if that is her stage name. And she says that the other women can pretty much, or she was like, we can coach her into quieting it down a little and closing her legs and fixing her hair. And pretty much Kayla, which is who's sitting beside Charisse, says, like, give Dominica a chance. You know what I'm saying? And Charisse says, I only give chances to men, not to women. Okay. And Kayla pretty much says that she is definitely going back and telling Dominica what Charisse says while she sips on her Sprite. And Charisse says that if she doesn't get eliminated, she will absolutely be surprised.
And that's that shit I was talking about earlier, what makes you not want to approach her. Like, it's almost like you can feel that, you know?
Facts.
I don't think it was needed or even warranted, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I heard other people heard the other ladies complain about her, right? I
No.
know the dudes probably, I think a couple of the dudes had mentioned something about her being loud, but sometimes, you know, it's just them being a little bit intimidated, maybe, you know, and maybe they're just not used to people being loud around them, you know, but it may not be a bad thing. But yeah, that was not a good look by Charisse. And I think it was the teaser, you know, the drama teaser to keep us interested in what's going to happen next week.
I don't think
You
they
know,
had a choice. It happened on the very first episode. It wasn't a teaser. It really happened.
yeah, it happened, but you know, the timing to highlight it, you know, worked.
It was perfect. Right before she got on the chopping block.
Yeah,
Chopping block.
yeah,
It was perfect.
yeah. So
Mm, mm, mm. I couldn't believe that she had the audacity.
I was kind of surprised that we didn't see the other lady say something
We don't know.
in
What
her
if they did
defense,
say
right?
something? But what
Mhm.
if they did say something and they just edited it to where we didn't hear it?
I maybe think it's something about Dominica that makes Charisse feel some type of way. Maybe it's that confidence Dominica has that's making Charisse
Maybe so.
want to bring her down for some reason, you know, because it's not like she's not attractive, right? She was just
Mm-hmm.
loud. And Dominica was wearing jeans, I think, at the time, right? So that comment about the legs open, was it really that serious? Because I think she was wearing cuffed jeans. No, she was wearing the shorts.
Let me see if I.
Dominica was wearing shorts at the time. I think maybe
Oh,
jean
I have
shorts,
a.
maybe.
I have a picture. Hold on. It was purple shorts and like a cute little purple top.
Yeah. So, and then to go with is that her stage name thing? Why?
Honey.
Why? Like, what is that? That's not saying stage at all.
Mm, yeah,
But
Dominica definitely is not a. Yeah, I feel like she felt like she had probably been there all of 9 or 10 hours talking about Charisse. And in real life, Charisse is a bitch. So I feel like that she was holding her bitchiness in all day. And towards the end of the night, because we're there, Tyrone, we're there 12, 14 hours. And it was probably like the 11th hour. And she was like, I'm ready to be a bitch.
that sun was shining in that group shot. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
But
yeah, I didn't appreciate it. I thought that it was definitely uncalled for. I thought that, she just was showing her true colors, exactly like who she is as a person. She is definitely giving me mean girl vibes. I don't like it. I didn't like it from our season. I didn't like it from last season. I just don't like it. Like, we here looking for love. Like, why we got to be catty? Why? Like, she is such. And one thing, I don't know, maybe it's just me, because one thing I don't really care for is a girl that is like a boy's girl. I am such a girl's girl. You know what I mean? That's just me. No knock to no girls that are boy girls. But I just feel like my loyalty and like my respect and all that is going to go to my sisters. Like, that's just me though. Like, I'm not going to be like, I'm giving a man a chance, I ain't giving no woman a chance. That woman might be the one to save your life 5 years from now.
Yeah.
Or a year from now. Like, she might be someone that you might need for whatever reason. Like, how you just gonna, you don't even know this lady. You obviously just met her that day. How you gonna talk trash about her? You don't even know her. Close her legs. Why? Because she's having a great time. And then you want to say her name is a stripper name. Then you talking about teaching her how to quiet down. No. I'm a grown-ass woman, dog. I don't need you to do nothing. How about you go be Sharice over here, and I'm going to be Dominica over here. Like, you don't got to talk trash about me. Like, I ain't say nothing about you. Like, I just don't understand why you attacking me right now. Just like you said, Tyrone. Why I make you insecure? I make you feel a type of way. And most women that do that are very insecure. I don't care how pretty she is on the outside, how much Botox you get. If you ugly on the inside, you are ugly on the outside. Period. I don't like her. I'm not going to like her. I thought it was mean. We don't ever got to be friends. It don't matter. And if I do see her in the club, it don't even matter, because she's not somebody I will want to meet anyway. She's not somebody I will want to be friends with. She's not somebody I will want to connect with. I thought that I would. I was like, let me go look at her Instagram. Her Instagram don't even look like her in real life. So it is what it is. I really think she needs to get some kind of coof. She needs to get a little bit. She needs to take a piece of that humble pie, because I'm telling you, the freaking people in social media, the black Twitter and the Facebook groups are going to humble her. So she need to do it quick. And I hope she really does.
You good? you good now?
Period. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just saying,
blame you.
Horrible. Her talking about her like that. That's horrible. That's the shit that we went through last season, our season. Yeah. I hated that, man. I hated that. And to watch it last season and now to see it this season, like, you whack ass insecure women, like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? And they always trying somebody that they don't think that somebody gonna say something, because they like, try me, because I'm gonna say something. Try me. I keep telling all these people, try me. Like, you keep saying something, no. But ain't nobody gonna step up to me, because I will cuss you out. I will read, write, and erase your ass quick. I'll do that fast. Stop. You do not want this smoke. And they always picking on somebody that they don't think is gonna clap back. But you know what? I hope that Dominica, I hope that Kayla do go back and tell Dominica, because I'm here for it and I'm ready to see what's gonna happen. Now I'm done. I'm sorry. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's get it then. Yeah, I want to see how that turns out. I'm hoping, they can have an adult conversation about it, and Sharice will, I don't know how she's going to recover from that, but we'll see. Yeah.
I guess.
So I don't know Dominica's personality type, but to go there, I would imagine she's gonna be like, well, you definitely got to come see me at some point. Call me a whole,
honey. I don't know. But it's still, when a woman is like that, it doesn't change who she is, because I'm gonna keep it 100. One of the people that I had a problem with on the show, I literally went, like, we had a situation in front, and I did it in front of all the other girls. It was right before we had deliberation one day. And I was like, you got me messed up. I was like, you heard me talking to you. Like, don't dismiss me. Like, who the F you think you talking to? Like, no, you're not gonna do that. Right. Oh my God, Sabrina. Oh my God, that's not what I meant. I was like, get your fake ass out of my face. I was like, stop all that. I was like, you playing with the wrong one. And I said it to them in their face. Like, stop. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying? But it don't matter, because people like Sharice and people like them other women, you could say all that, and then they want to act like they ain't, oh my God, no, that's not what I meant. But as soon as you turn your back, they want to pop shit.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just letting you flow.
While I sip my Sprite. I just don't, I'm sorry. I just don't like bullies. I don't like mean girls. I don't like pretty ass insecure women. I don't. It bothers me. Sorry. I hate a freak mean girl.
You good?
Okay. Thank you. Okay. I appreciate you, Tyrone. Okay, so let's just hurry it up. Okay, so I don't even want to even like, why am I even showing this picture? What did they even talk about? Nothing, probably. Okay, so let me just
who this?
Okay. All right, so pretty much Tommy goes around and he is talking to all the guys. He's pretty much asking them who are their tops, who are their bottoms. And pretty much the guys are saying that they're feeling Kayla, Jay, Brandy, Trinika, Looney, Shakira, Kay. They not feeling April. They not feeling Shakira, Dominica, Charisse. And pretty much Mike says that he's not feeling Dominica because he says his woman needs to be seen and not heard. And so how do you feel about what Mike said about...
I just think he's not attracted to her.
But what about the whole part about
her flaws are highlighted because he's not attracted to her. If I was attracted to her, I would find a way to work around that. And I would come up to her and talk to her, so I'm talking and she's not talking.
I mean, I get it, but the fact that he said out loud that he needs a woman that needs to be seen and not heard.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. You know, I don't want to overanalyze that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like he's been in, a decent long-term relationship. Right? He says he's got 3 kids, and that was probably what he's used to,
Yeah.
But every dude's different, Every dude's different. Some people like that meanness.
Yeah, that's what's his name said that's what Devin said he liked Charisse because she was mean.
There ain't nothing stopping him from, walking over to her, scooping her up, and being like, yo, let's go get a drink.
Yeah, and she actually says that she likes Devin because she likes athletes and she could work out with them and because of their build and stuff like that. So
you talking about Charisse still?
Yeah, we talking about
I was talking about Dominica.
Oh.
But go ahead.
You were talking about Charisse.
No, I was still saying that if Dominica was loud and Mike was attracted to her, he would have just been like, yo, let's go get a drink.
Facts.
And then while the both of them are drinking, he would be like, hey, like you mention it.
Yeah.
Coming off kind of loud right now. Might be throwing a lot of the dudes
but
off.
He's probably dating intentionally as well.
Yeah, or he don't care about her and probably just waiting for her to get voted off. Anyway.
Yeah, because my thing is if I talk loud, if I'm loud, when I'm happy, I get excited and I get loud, that's just my personality. Like, I'm not going to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Tommy does meet up with everyone. And I just put that picture up where everyone's standing there. So Tommy does meet up and he pretty much says that somebody else is going home. And he does call 2 women. And one of the women he does call is Charisse. And she definitely seems shocked when her name gets called. Yeah. And this is her face. When she gets called, she's very, very shocked. You're blurry, Tyrone.
Yeah, I gotta fix that.
Okay. And the next woman that is called is actually Dominica.
Yeah.
So between the two, all right, I'm not even gonna put that picture up there. So between the two, Dominica and Charisse are up there. I'm definitely gonna put this one up there because it is so much fun. He decides to not send either woman to go home. So both women are safe. And to be honest with you, I think the reason that happened is because Calvin went home, remember? So I think two people were supposed to go home. Oh, hold on. Two people were supposed to go home.
No, the reason they staying is because we need to see how this turned out.
Between Charisse and Dominica?
Yes. That's why they're staying. Come on now. Come on now.
Facts. The producers are like, no,
this is gonna be some good entertainment.
Facts. Yeah, but Dominica was happy that she didn't get voted off.
Yes.
She's excited to have another
two camera crews following them.
Honey, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
It's facts. And it's so crazy because what's going to happen is they're going to produce it to where they put those women together every chance that they get, especially if they start liking the same guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Double dates, all that. Yeah. I'm anxious to see if they try to find a way to make Charisse lose too.
You know they are. Let me explain something to you. Okay, you already know who has a hand in everything that happened.
It just seems like they in the background looking
at
America.
You noticed she wasn't in the title sequence shot.
She was in there.
Was she?
It was with Devin. That's what made me feel like they had a connection already. Because
I'm talking about in the title sequence. No, it took me some time.
It's her and Devin.
Place where you want me to be.
It's her and Devin.
Oh wow! But that doesn't mean that they have a connection, though.
But they have met before today, before the pool.
Who? Devin and Charisse?
These title shots, they had to have met before the pool.
Oh. I know what you mean. Yeah, because just for everyone that's watching, that's gonna watch.
No. Not necessarily. Or that means they could still be around week 3, week 4.
Oh, absolutely. Because remember, Carrie was eliminated by then. They called her back to do the title sequence shot, but she was eliminated.
Yeah.
Because the title sequence shot, guys, just to let you know,
my ass was eliminated too, and I still had to go up there.
Exactly.
Sit in that pool.
Yeah, it was like by the 3rd episode. I think the 3rd episode, or like the 3 weeks or 4 weeks in, or whatever. We were shooting the title sequence shot. That's not shot in the beginning. Yeah. We shoot that way later.
Yeah, I did like all that shit just to see like a half a second on my arm. The whole day I was doing push-ups and everything. I thought for sure they was gonna show my chest. I got an arm in there.
Oh my god, for real?
Yeah.
And it
was the shirt. And I was wearing the shirt that I was wearing during me and Zadia's date. That's how I know it was me.
Oh shoot.
Yep. It's all good.
I remember it was so funny because they had me walking with Cornelius. And they were like, and we were by the pool, that pool that they were in, and they were like this, and they were looking at I forget, I think it was Shiloh that was walking by.
Yeah.
So me and Cornelius were walking towards the camera. We were on the other side of the pool, and they were filming us walk by the camera, and they said that they wanted us to like look at each other and look at each other like we really liked each other and stuff like that. And it was so funny because they were like, why don't y'all hold hands? I was like, I was like, I gotta hold his hand. And then he just looked, Cornelius looked at me. I was like, they were like, act like you like each other. I was like, and I know it looked awkward because they did not use any of that footage.
Yeah.
I had to have looked awkward because I was like, I don't like Cornelius. I'm not feeling Cornelius. I don't want to hold Cornelius's hand. I don't want to. And then Camille's over there looking at me like, like it was just so uncomfortable.
Yeah. Mine was with Carrie. And I was like, y'all know y'all on some shit, you know?
Because y'all had
They put me and Carrie in the pool together.
because the whole aggressive thing that happened before the pool, right?
Yeah. They know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Because I was gone already. Because when y'all shot all that, I was already gone. Because I was like the first half and y'all were like the second half. Because I started, I left right before it was about to start raining.
Yeah. I remember that day. Nice place. Nice place.
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah. Good times.
So how do you think with the season ending and the season recap of all those different scenes? So we're about to conclude. So all those different scenes that they, and how what's his name was like, you're just a bitch, you're not. She's just like, no, I'm honey. So like, what do you think about everything that you saw and how it's gonna be?
I think they gotta give us those teasers, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be like most of the seasons where they have to like show genuine people and then bring in the drama to keep it going. And then towards the end, eventually show the connections and love, right? So, I mean, I feel like at this point we're here for it, right? We're here for the drama. We're here to see who's gonna, you know, crash and burn and who's not, right? It's all about, you know, I think a lot of it is about our predictions on what we see in people and how we perceive people and how we think it's going to go. And hopefully, you know, it allows us to do some self-reflection into what we are doing right and what we're doing wrong.
Facts.
And see if we could even duplicate that if we were on screen.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? Shit. I mean, shoot.
It's okay, because I feel like today was the most I've ever cursed in any of my reviews in any of my life.
Yeah, well, you're a seasoned vet now.
I know, but this season just sent me. It's just so much stuff that happened in this episode that just sent me to just another level, and it just made me feel some type of way.
Yeah, I think it's a solid group, right? I think it's a solid group. I think they have at least 5 or 6 guys that I can see making it very far.
Do you know what's up? In the very beginning, when they were showing clips, you know they actually showed couples, and you know how some of the bloggers and people be screenshotting stuff.
Yeah, they was kissing. I'm sure I've seen some people kissing already.
And they had the flowers that they were bringing them, like, you know, on the bridge and stuff like that at the very end.
Yeah.
They showed the couples. I was like, oh.
Yeah, they did that with Paul last year. Like he was in the promo. Like he was on week 2. He was like in the promo for a scene from week 8.
I didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
I don't think I paid
because I noticed that the scene with the hair and them on the bridge or the pier. And that was in the promo for week 2.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I don't remember too much. Well, anyway, oh God, yeah. So I'm excited for this season. I can't wait for it to happen. Every Friday night, I will be here at 8 p.m. doing the live watch party. So I'll be watching the show, and you guys will be watching my live reactions here on YouTube. So definitely tune in here on my YouTube channel. On Tuesdays, I will be doing the reviews, of course. And normally I do have panels. I don't know if I'm going to still have panels. I don't know, but I feel like me and Tyrone are going to be the faithfuls. And I'm sure I will have other guests that will be joining. Oh shoot, let me block this stuff in the chat.
Yeah. That's how you know you made it.
I had to block them earlier when you were talking. I was like, oh shoot. And it was taking forever for me to block the stuff. So yes, so every Tuesday night we'll be here for the live reviews. And Tyrone, let them know where they can find you, where you're at, like what you doing right now, like what's going on with you, just like a recap.
I've been back on my hacker game. So actually I'm giving a talk this weekend, this Sunday. I'm gonna actually show people how to hack or what it looks like when hackers are attacking you. So I do have a cybersecurity meetup group. I'm on year 27 of my cybersecurity career. And then I'm also going to bring the mental health videos back. So Ty Wilson 21, IG, Twitter. I'll be around.
And your YouTube is also Ty Wilson 21?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ty Wilson 21.
Okay. And his Twitter, you guys, and his Instagram is Ty Wilson 21. All right. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. If you have not subscribed, you need to subscribe because we got Ready to Love Miami season unlocked over here. If you have not liked this video, when you guys leave out, we got 96 people in the chat right now. It did get over 100. Definitely like this video on your way out and let us know down in the comments section how you feeling. And if you want to say anything to Tyrone, put it down in the comment section because he will go back and he will take a look just in case he has any messages for himself. Anyway, we love you so much, guys. Thank you to all my soulmates that joined as well tonight. I love you so much, guys. It is the beginning of August. Definitely, for anyone that is a member for the soulmates on my membership, on my channel for my membership program. If it's August, definitely make sure you let me know when your birthday is, or if you want me to shout your business out, depending on which membership peer you are. And I love you so much, guys. Until next time, I'll see you very, very soon. And Ty will